Merry Christmas! I have right now on my special ugly quote-unquote Christmas sweater, and it says, "Bah humbug." And it's a special quote from one of my favorite Christmas stories, A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. And it's a quote from Scrooge. He always says, "Bah humbug." And it represents his spirit of selfishness. And around Christmas time, we can all agree, yeah, it's not good to be selfish with your things. And it's best to give generously. But on the flip side, is it possible to give too much? To take that a little too far? And you might be wondering, well, how is that possible? How can we give too much? How can we go too far in giving? Well, let's see what God has in His Word to enlighten us, to recalibrate our thinking so that it's in line with His truth, the way He made things to be. And I love this special proverb that King Solomon wrote in Proverbs 15, and it's verse 17. Here it is. And as I read this verse, keep in mind how sometimes we want to make everything perfect and everything grand, like a grand feast for the people that we love on Christmas or Christmas Eve. Whenever you celebrate Christmas, if you do celebrate Christmas with your family. And keep that in mind as I read this proverb. Proverbs 15:17. Better a meal of vegetables where there is love than a fattened calf with hatred. Let me read that again. It's so good. Proverbs 15:17. Better a meal of vegetables where there is love than a fattened calf with hatred. So this verse allows us to have freedom. It allows us to breathe. Breathe with me, a nice deep breath. Because all of those little things of getting food and preparations completely perfect, it doesn't need to be perfect. Because in an environment, it's more important to have love and the bare minimums in food than have all of the best food. The filet mignon, as Levi Lusko puts it, or the fattened calf, as Solomon puts it. It's better to have just the vegetables, just the carrots and beans and cucumber and salad. If that was all you had with Christmas, but you had love, that's better than having the finest food, but with strife, with hatred. So going forward in Christmas, remember that the most important thing to prepare for the people that you love is your heart. Most important thing you can prepare is your heart. And I pray Romans 15:13 over you right now. May the God of hope fill you with all peace and joy as you trust in Him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. Merry Christmas, and you have a blessed holiday season by the power of the Holy Spirit.